So we got our drawer front on, we got our door on. Next thing we're gonna do is make a top for this. And over on the corner here, I have my top glued together. Again, this is stuff you know how to do already. We're just gonna glue a top together like you did the drawer front and the door panel. This top here, we're gonna rough glue this together, or rough cut it at, what did I do here? Something like 14. Yeah, 14 by about 20 is a good number there. What we're gonna do after that is scrape it down, run it through the planer, cut it to the final numbers, which I'll discuss with you later. Once we cut it to the final numbers, we'll route the top of it and then show you how to install it. I'll be back. Before I run this to the planer, just want to make sure you understand that's an inch thick rough. And here's a little tip. I only did one piece of wood here long. If you did two pieces of wood here long, it helps the planer so the board won't get stuck in the machine. So again, if you had two little long runners, that would be a helpful thing. That I would have been thinking I would have made two. Okay, we got our top made up here. So I chose to round over both sides of the side, the other side, and the front. The back I left flat, except for that I got a little funky with the router. This side looks better. So the back's flat, and the side and the front are rounded over. So what we've got here is a solid top, and we are going to have 3/4 of an inch overhang from here to here, 3/4 inch overhang from here to here, and then it's going to be even. Put a stick of wood here, more or less even with that plane of the drawer front. So that means even in the back as well. Yep. So we got to center that up and screw the top on. So let me go ahead and do that. We're going to flip the top upside down on a piece of carpet so we don't scratch it up. Take a drawer, slip the little microphone, put that back there, and then we will figure out where the back of this project is. Over here, and then do one of these. You guys see okay? Yeah. All right. Now the back's even there. Let me get you a little closer. I'm no camera person, but we'll figure this out. So the side of the plywood is even with the back of the top. There and there. So again, even there. And then what I'm going to do is get these even. So right there, it's a little bit too close. Right there, it's a little too far. I'll just nudge and nudge and get that all lined up. But I won't get you in that close for that. I'm a bit seasick now. All right, so I'll get it lined up with my fingers. Take a measuring tape on that. Sometimes it's good to use one of these little squares. Set it for the number you want, which in this case is 3/4. Kind of use that to nudge it around. That's halfway decent. All right, we're going to screw through the web frame into the top. This is kind of awkward, but it's manageable. Okay, we're going to be using 1 1/4 screws again. So here we are, 1.25" screws. And we'll take the tape off of our drill bit from our drawer front. And drill some holes. This time we want to readjust that tape so we don't poke through the top. So sometimes the screws are kind of funny, they'll be in the wrong bin. So if you pull a long screw out of the bin, you'll poke through your top. I also made this top a little bit thicker. This top is around 7/8 of an inch thick. That's fine. A little thinner is not okay. Thicker is okay. So I'm going to put this masking tape pretty far down here, around 1 inch. The screw is 1.25", so I'll go 1.125". So you know what, I don't even need that tape. I'll just drop that drill bit down the chuck a little bit. So I'll just drop that drill bit down a little bit so it's only sticking out as much as I need. So in this case, we'll go a little more. Just, you can use your screw as kind of a guide too. So something like that. I'll get my fingers out of the way. Oh, this is strange without a camera person. Okay, so we got that. So when the wood hits the chuck here, I can stop. So again, this is kind of awkward. You kind of angle it in through the other web frame. And there's probably a better way of doing this. But this works pretty good. So we'll put the pilot hole in, grab our countersink that hole. And then grab our impact driver and then drive that screw in. Rat-tat-tat. All right. There we go. So repeat that process a few times. And I'll show you where the screw placements are after I'm done. Try to go in this way. Not this way. Because if you go in this way, if you have to take the top off later, the back isn't in your way. All right, so that's drilled out. We'll do our countersinking. Drive our screws in, and what do you know? We have a top. Let me get you a closer view of this. Let me try something here. Can I flip this camera? Oh, okay. I can't see what I'm filming here, so hopefully it works. Alright. See, oh good, the screws didn't poke through. Oh, it's getting heavy. So now we have a top. Would you look at that?